Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is going to be a special one because today I will be unboxing my first ever 3D printer, and in this video we will see its performance by printing some 3D models to test its capabilities. So let's start with my unboxing experience. So when I received this product, there was a lot of damage on the main box. So I was kind of skeptical that the product inside might be a little bit damaged. But still with my hopes high, I opened the box, and to my surprise, everything inside was completely safe. The packaging on this product was top notch. Each and every part had a foam padding cut out for it. So let me tell you what exactly do you get in the box. First we have a metal plate where you actually print the 3D models. Then you have a user manual and a quick start guide, which was actually useful for the assembly of the 3D printer. Then we have this attachments for the filament spool and a power cord. This is the screen. It's not a touch screen. You're supposed to control it with a knob, and don't get me wrong, touchscreen is nice and all, but this dialer is actually very nice. It has a little tactile feedback to it and I like that. This is the main printer head. It has a nozzle at the bottom and a pipe through which the filament passes and a fan at the back. Then we have a little bag with lot of accessories in it. These are all the stuff that you get in it. First we have a card reader and an 8 GB memory card. Then we have this steel nozzles to tighten the screw, some screws for the printer, an extra nozzle. I got the blue filament, some zip ties, cable management pins, nozzle cleaner and a jack. Then we have the main frame of the 3D printer. It has the Anycubic branding on the top and a steel rod which moves the printer head at the Z axis. It had few cables at the side. And this is the base of the printer and it moves in the Y axis and few more cables. I didn't record setting up the 3D printer. It took a lot of time for me to set it up, nearly 2 to 3 hours, but I managed to get it done. And this is how it looks. It's not actually that difficult to set it up. I don't know why I took so much time for it. I do have some issues with the cable. They don't feel that strong, and there is one cable that is actually dangling, not connected to anyone. But the PE cable especially was not great. The one at the back was good, and the one at the top of the head I was not able to attach that clip. I managed to do it eventually. But yeah, finally everything is ready. Let's remove the film and see how it works now. Alright, so the printer has started and the first print obviously had to be a benchy. This is actually preloaded in the card and it is an unspoken rule. You have to print this one first. Well, it took nearly 30 minutes to print it and the results were very good. As you can see, the top has a detailed texture, the circle in the between is perfect, the bottom had something written on it but it was not visible, and that is the reason why I went into all this testing hellhole. Also the back was not that good as well, little bit blurry, but other than that it was a solid build. But yeah, I wanted it to be perfect, so I started testing various things to print. So I did a first layer test and this was the first result. It was printed half only. So I'm doing another one by adjusting the Z axis a little bit. This is the result of the second test. It has some extra filament at the side here from the previous print which was stuck to the nozzle. But yeah, the first layer has better results than the previous one. This is the comparison side by side. This one has much better result. The first layer test is an easy one. It only takes 2 minutes to print. So next I printed a scraper because removing the first layer is very difficult. It sticks to the plate and doesn't come off easy. So I found a model of scraper online and decided to print it. This was actually double the size. I decided to print it at 50% and that was actually a good decision on my part. Okay, so the scraper took 24 minutes to print and it's done. But yeah, after the print you see it's still pooping out something, and look at that, this is all stuck inside it. And let me tell you, the supports that come with this, these are annoying, but it is also satisfying to remove. So yeah, the scraper is going to function and I think it will work. Okay, so I tried to do a first layer test again and this is a complete shit thing. Don't use the first layer test to print. That's not good. It's completely stuck to the plate now and not coming off at all. No matter how much I scrape it, it's useless. So I'm doing a benchy at 120% of the speed and hopefully it comes off. Alright, so the benchy is coming off nicely. I'm stopping the print now and let's hope that it comes off. And yes, it comes off nice. Cool. But yeah, I must say, for something that I was printing at 120% speed, I don't see much changes from the original benchy that I printed. The layer lines are still little bit visible but kind of similar. I'm impressed. You see, no difference at all. So after that I did the XYZ cube test, and while I was printing that, I noticed that the base only had screws on one side and there were no screws on the other side. So if someone watching has the same printer, tell me, is this really how it's supposed to be? Okay, so the XYZ cube took 22 minutes to print, and after print I noticed there is this string that comes off of the printer, and sometimes it's even stick to the nozzle. I generally remove it. I don't like it there. So the cube was printed perfectly. You can also see the Kali cube imprints on the bottom face. If you look up real close, you will be able to see the textures, otherwise it's not that visible. But yeah, it came off nice. But still, the texture depth of all the alphabets compared to the Kali cube was very different, so I decided to print the base layer one more time. I stopped the cube mid-print, and is this kind of thing normal for any 3D printer? It still leaks off filament even after I shut it off. I get it that the nozzle is hot and it's cooling it down, but yeah, that should be natural, right? By the way, the scraper ended up being completely useless. This dumbass can't even remove anything. But yeah, the test to see if the bottom layer was printed more nicely was a success. This one looks a lot more detailed compared to the other one. You could actually notice the difference if I place it side by side. After that, I decided to print this model where you check the stringing issues in your printer. It has like a bucket and some steps, pillars, and then lot of strings going across. This model took 31 minutes to print, and this is the excess filament with it. But I don't know what happened. The model doesn't look good. Okay, so this is how the print looks in closer details. The poles are perfect. The steps also look very nice. Don't have any problem with them. But the strings, the top part is having lot of fibers around it. The bottom strings are perfect. I don't know what happened with the top one. The rabbit logo and the 3D imprint is very good, and I don't know why the bucket cracked. So I want to try to reprint it one more time. I'm just gonna print till the basket layer, and it seems the same problem keep on happening. According to my guess, I think this is because of the G code not running properly. By the way, let me show you a little magic trick. Look, I can make it float mid-air. Actually, there is a tiny little filament stuck to it. You can see it in the black background but not in the normal one. Okay, so after that I decided to print this model, which is a Fidget coin test. I think it took 1 hour to print, and this is how the results look. Let's get it out of the base support. Look at that, a perfect output. And this is how the model looks. I don't know where this got stuck from. Let me clean it up a little bit. So this is the 0.351. It rotates. I can't do it for the 0.31. Yeah, the rest have the same results as well. Okay, so I tried a little bit more force on it. So the 0.35 was working already. I managed to get the 0.3 to move as well. It takes a little bit effort to move the 0.251, but there is movement in it as well. But for the 0.2 and below, there is absolutely no movement. So yeah, there's that. According to this test, the printer gets 50%. Okay, so after that I decided to print this pointy finger. It's an extendable one, because whenever I'm trying to show you the 3D model, the camera is registering my hand and focusing on it. Hopefully this one helps. The hand is done, and I printed it at 90% of the actual size, and I still think it's a little bit bigger. I should have done it at 80 or maybe even 70%. It did take a hell lot of time. It took 4 hours and 28 minutes to print. But yeah, it looks good. Let's take it out. I had almost a clear removal, but I fucked it up at the end. Alright, this is how it looks completely assembled, and now I can point at anything. And this is also extendable, so now I can point anywhere. That is my laptop, and it gets retracted back as well. It's having a little bit issue because I didn't sand it. I also don't have any sandpaper on me, so it's gonna be like this for now. But yeah, this is actually really cool. You see, this is all the waste, this is the waste, and this is also the waste, some tiny little filaments. And you see the main purpose, everything is focused now, so it works perfectly. So yeah, there were tiny strings in this as well, but I removed most of them, but you can still see some tiny particles which make problem when I extend and retract it, but overall it's still good. Okay, so I'm doing another 3D printer check, and this is like a all-in-one combined one, so it's gonna take a hell lot of time, nearly 6 hours it says. Okay, so while I was printing it, I'm having a little bit issues here. I don't know why, but it doesn't seem to be printing right. So I'm going to stop the print halfway and see if I could resolve it. Okay, so as you can see here, this is how it's supposed to be according to the slicer, and this is how it actually looks. This is the extra filament that came off of it. So what I actually think is the layer which was supposed to be printed is not being actually printed, because you see the cylinders over there, you could see there is the base, but the base on which the cylinder is supposed to be doesn't exist. So what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to slice this again, and hopefully it won't have the same problem. Okay, so while I was doing the same test again, there was a power outage, and this is a good time to see if it will resume the print from the same point. So I'm going to select OK there, and let's see if it continues from the same point. But I don't know why the base layer also doesn't look good on this one. It has this weird texture things. Is my filament absorbing moisture or some shit? I don't know. Okay, so it's starting to heat up again, and I'm beginning to see a thick blob there. I think this model is cursed, bro. Why am I having so much difficulty to print this specific model? Okay, so quick little update, it started working. Let me remove this filament from here, and I don't know if I can show you the blob. It's not visible, but yeah, it started working again. Let's hope for the best. Alright, so it's already an improvement from the previous one. I don't know what the fuck happened to this, but the newer one is printing it nicely. Let's let it run. Okay, half time, and it is printing nicely. Alright, so the 3D model is finally complete, and I think it passed with flying colors on this one. But look at this, it took 49 days, 19 hours and 48 minutes to print. Can you imagine that? Just kidding. I think this is because of the power supply cut. It took somewhere around 6 hours. I don't know what happened with this shit, but I think it forgot to print the middle layer completely, like this one. But yeah, this one is complete waste now, and it also has this things which are coming off now. I'm glad I stopped it mid print. But yeah, as you can see, the new model is actually really perfect. You can see almost all the details in it. As for the poles, you could see there are still strings that are attached there, but yeah, that's not too much of a problem. You can easily remove them. As for the height, you can see it's printed nicely. This is the part where the power supply was off and had a thick blob. You could still see it. As for the overhang test, you could see everything is perfectly printed. The 75 is not that visible, so maybe 60 is a good stopping point to add the supports. And here as well, you can see somewhere around 50 is good point, maybe 60 even. As you can see in the insides, there are this tiny little strings or something extra that is added. This is also easy to remove. Same thing around this point and at that corner. The circles look perfect for every size. I'm really happy with the result. No stringing between the towers at all. Printed perfectly. So yeah, that is the 3D printer test, and it passed the test. But as you can see here at the bottom, I don't see the texture at all that was printed. But as you can see here, it has written gap box 3D. I think that is because I did auto leveling again. So after auto leveling, I should lower the Z value to get the perfect result. Okay, so I removed the additional support that was at the side, and that is not a nice result. I don't think I'm going to add those from the next time. Just turning off addition should solve that problem. I also broke the tower that was there. I still don't understand what that support test is for. I tried to flick it, but I'm not able to remove it, so I don't understand that one. But yeah, it was still good. Alright, so this is all the 3D models that I have printed, and this is all the waste that I have collected. This is just the starting, so I wanted to test out the printer capabilities. It's actually a lot of fun to see the 3D model being printed right in front of your eyes, and I'm really happy with the 3D printer as well. It's worth every penny. So I don't think I mentioned the price for it. I got it just for 12,000 rupees. There was a sale going on when I got it. I think this is like an FDM printer. There are also resin printers which provide a better quality, but they are a little bit toxic and you have to handle with care, no touching policy, and then you also have to UV cure them. So it was kind of an hassle for me, and I just wanted to try out a 3D printer. So I think I made a good decision to buy this one. But if someone can hook me up with a resin printer, you know where to find me. I'm open for it. Oh yeah, also let me show you my filament collection. So as you can see here, I have the white filament here, and it was printing nicely. So yeah, I ended up buying a lot more colors now. So now I almost have all the colors. To start out, I only bought the white and gray one. So now I also got red, yellow, green, orange, black, brown, purple, and blue as well. So yeah, that's everything. There are a lot more prints to come. This is just the beginning. See ya. Bye.